Hey people, what's going on? It is now Wednesday, the 14th of June. Cheers. It's early. It's not even 8 o'clock yet here, so it's kind of cool. As I said, I enjoy wearing the layer until it's warm enough to take it off. I love this coffee. Cinnamon Nut Swirl is my favorite. It is. I've tried others, and I have other blends, but this is my favorite. Do I drink tea? Yes, it's good for you. Green tea is good for you, but I like the coffee. Whatever they say about coffee, true or not, I like it and I'm drinking it. One of the headlines in the news this morning is how the Beatles are going to be releasing one final song with the help of AI by being able to take John Lennon's voice and strip it from another song and put it on this one. And all I got to say about AI is this, and I've made these predictions before, and unfortunately they come true because it's pretty obvious to me. So right now we are stupidly being entertained by AI, and it is going to bite us in the ass. You heard it here. I'm not the only one saying it. But because of commerce, economy, because it's a big world, and because we have free will, and the main thing that drives people is, how do I make money? It's going to happen. AI is going to bite us in the ass. You heard it here. You didn't even hear it here first. The people who have helped to create AI are out sounding the alarm. So, don't listen to me. Well, no one's being listened to because money will move what it's going to move. Period. How long do we have to wait for a damn trial is where I'm at after yesterday. Okay. So let me move on to music. So this is an album that I missed buying when it first came out. Paul Bley, pianist, jazz pianist, composer, wonderful musician, started his own label. I think it was in the 70s, Improvising Artists Incorporated. And I bought his first couple of releases like right away. I was on top of it. I still have them, but I missed this one, so I got it used years later and have only come across this really beat up copy of Mike Nock with Benny Maupin, Cecil McBee, and Eddie Marshall. Right away with the lineup, you know that you're dealing with quality musicians who are sensitive, can improvise, and can probably do something pretty cool. And this album is fantastic. Almanac. Mike Nock was in the band Fourth Way. I forget his other credentials. You jazzers know these names. The record's in good shape, thankfully. The cover's just torched, but this was a pleasant listening. It was pleasant. Now, I'm saying it's pleasant because I really enjoyed it. But what can I tell you about this? It's a varied mood album. It's a varied mood, and the focus is on compositions. It's not free. These are composed, and some of it is quite beautiful. Almanac by Mike Nock with Benny Maupin, Cecil McBee, and Eddie Marshall. If anything, that would be my recommendation for the day, to seek that album out. Played this all the way through yesterday. Really enjoyed it. This is obviously bootleg tapes, or someone in the band had a tape recorder and managed to capture. Not everything on here is that. Soft Machine Wonderland. This is old recordings from the 60s and 70s. Okay? Some live stuff and some studio recordings, likely available elsewhere. When I posted this, the first thing that someone asked is, how's the sound quality? Well, if you stop and just think about the fact of the times. This is a time capsule from the 60s. Okay? Okay, so you have to remember the times. High fidelity and recording and technology was still emerging. So it stands to reason that many archive recordings and stuff that haven't been released before that come out now, it's bootleg quality. This, insistence on it being the highest fidelity recording and stuff. When you're talking about archives and history, that goes out the window for people that are thinking. How's the sound quality? This is an archive. I'm buying it regardless. It's really kind of where I'm at with certain artists. Like, for example, if someone found another bootleg recording of one of their early concerts or something that's not been released before, would I buy it? Hell yes. Hell yes. I'm going to talk about this again. My test pressing for the upcoming David Nance and Mode Sound album. Wow, this sounds good. I'd play it for you, but I kind of feel like since it's not my project and nothing is official yet, it's not my place to be playing this just yet for you. It'll be happening soon enough. Yesterday was a creative day, so I didn't play a lot of records. This is sitting out. I didn't play it, but this is part of my collection of Soft Machine, the big label that Giorgio Gomelski was involved with, and I think a guy named Jack Higgins. They had that big recording fest in 1969 where Art Ensemble and all those people made those records, fantastic records. But they have this series called Rock Generation, which features some early cool recordings. And this one has Soft Machine as well as Davy Graham. Mark Lehman's stuff on here is pretty cool too. But Davy Graham, Blues Raga is on here. His Blues Raga. It's a groundbreaking. It turned a lot of people onto the possibilities of the acoustic guitar beyond what people were playing at the time. Light Skinned Black Man too. Yeah, we need to give credit where credit's due. That's important. But the Soft Machine stuff on here is early recordings. I think they ended up coming out later, but they were just demos. Soft Machine trying to get heard. Memories, the song on here, is a standout. That's what's sitting out. It might be just a short one today. Only other thing I'll say with regards to current events is I'm not going to be, today is Donald Trump's birthday, and I'm not going to wish him a happy birthday because he has caused so much damage and hurt that has directly affected my life and yours. And it's a travesty that, he's still walking around, running his mouth off, telling lies, and just keeping the pot stirred up. It's not good for anyone. And because of power and because of racism, he gets to do it. So no happy birthday from me. I wish they could shut his ass up. Just shut up. He's hurting so many people with his bullshit. Oh, okay, let me just breathe here and try to end this positively as I do. Nice to hear from you folks. Good to have you back, Terry, down in Australia. It had been a while since I'd heard from you. Yeah, I dare say that Australian politics are probably in a little better shape than America's. I don't know, but I'll take your word for it. That's all that's on my mind this morning. I have another video I want to upload, but looking at the numbers, it's like hardly anyone is interested in my music videos. I'm going to upload them anyway. It's kind of interesting. I'm making some really good music and no one seems to be interested. Nothing I can do about it, but it's probably the next thing I'll upload is my next music video from the Muse. Okay, people, have a good life. Be well.